We did release a video on episode 1, so if you missed that, please check that out. Of our thoughts about meeting the men that are to date Lena the Plug. Yes, her name is Lena the Plug, who
Date
is
is a
married to Adam
strong.
22.
Yeah.
Who we've known from our lovely internet friend. Did I say friend lightly? Acquaintance. Acquaintance is probably the better word. Although she doesn't know about us, so one-sided acquaintance. Pearl, and
Yeah.
she has had very strong opinions about Adam 22's relationship with Lena the Plug, and so they have a reality television where they're doing a romantic relationship competition to find a man to join them in a threesome.
For
Which,
their pornography.
yes, where they'll
Which is
eat
what they
corn the long way.
oh my god.
I'm so sorry. I made that one up today.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Instead of
uh,
yeah.
yeah. And I mean, I honestly never knew about them until Pearl talked about them. And I mean, the only other couple that I know that's kind of in that super open relationship is Destiny and his wife. But
Mm.
the difference between them is they don't actually use it to make money. I think they just enjoy doing the actual act,
Yeah.
which I don't know. I respect a lot for. I mean, grifting off of it is the next level, I suppose.
I
But
mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. And honestly, Lena and Adam, like that whole this is, and I did pay attention this time. This is after, which I know you don't know much about, but for people in the chat who are like, why do I know these names of these dumb people? It's because she did a video with a man that was not her husband. Jason Love, I think his name is. You can Google him. Just I would do it very carefully, but he's a specimen. Is a good word to describe him that Twitter just lost their minds over. He's very muscular. He's just, and so the video of the two of them, which is where all this started, was released and people were clipping it. Like she looks more happy with him than any of her videos with her own husband. And it was a big controversy. And that's how like just
oh,
Curly and the Daily Wire guys gotten like there was a whole big, I mean, it was probably a week-long fiasco. And he was just trying to defend his wife, and she was like, no, 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 I did this. And people were like literally screenshotting her face, like, you've never made this face with your husband. Don't lie, no cat, like it was bad. So that's how Pearly and or Pearl and Matt Walsh and all them got involved, was that was what happened. So then it became like more people who are in that sphere who don't watch those type of videos were like, wait, what's going on? And even Destiny was like, bro.
bro, I can't even defend you. Well, there we go.
Yeah,
We got some background information. I didn't
yeah,
even know
that's
you knew the tea on that. I just,
yeah.
heard from Pearl.
Accidentally, because I was like, what the heck is going on? And I can't remember who shared it. It might have been Pearl, might have been somebody retweeting. So I don't remember now, but I was like,
I don't
how
know.
did I end up on this side of Twitter? I don't want to be here.
It
Help
sounds kind
me.
of gross, like the idea that you have to do the research into finding this information out. Like, I wouldn't want to subscribe or whatever you have to do to find that information. Like, you have to watch that content. I'm sounding
Yeah.
like Nick Strokes right now. I
Yeah.
watched all your
It
stuff,
was not.
Lena.
It was not. And then knowing that background, which is why I said, for those of you who did watch our episode 1 reaction, I was like, Lena has a type, but it's not her husband. If you know anything about the Jason Love situation, you'll see what if she has a type. I don't want YouTube to ban me, but she's got a type.
No. Relationships are hard, okay? They're very
Yeah.
difficult, and I don't think
Especially
doing
when
a
you're bringing in 10 guys to
potential dates. Yeah. So
bang your wife.
this episode started off with a lovely push-up competition.
Oh Lord. That was the most I was like, really? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I thought that there was going to be, and maybe I'm reading
More
too much into
substance?
this. I thought there was gonna be slightly more substance. Like, ma'am, have you tested these men?
You know what though? I will say
Medically?
that
Medically tested them?
well, I
I
mean
don't know.
you just need to know if they have a heart on. And most of them are corn stars, so it's not like they can't. They have to be able to get it up. But
No,
from
I
you
mean like for other things.
Disease?
like for like diseases. And some of them, not all of them are like professional corn stars. They're just, if you listen the way they talk, they just do it. So is it amateur? That's a problem. You're not being tested if it's not professional. Do you know what,
You
do you
know
see where I'm
what?
coming with this?
I think with the amount of applications they probably could have had, that's part of the interview process. We just don't talk about it.
I hope so. I hope so. I was kind of hoping for like, I don't know what I was hoping for. I don't know, honestly. All right, continue anyway. Push-up challenge. We lost the rat guy who I think I said last episode should have been turned immediately right away back down the stairs along with mac and cheese.
Yes, his name is Crip Daddy, but I call him Crip Mac and Cheese because he
Crip
looks like he eats
Crip
a
Mac,
lot of mac and cheese. Oh yeah, Crip
Crip
Mac.
Mac.
Crip Mac and cheese. Um, I think that they wanted to keep Crip Mac because they didn't even get him to do any push-ups. I'm sorry, he
Yeah.
does not look like he could do push-ups. Now, if you guys don't know who this is, and I don't even know who he is himself, Crip Mac is. Once you take a look at him, you're like, makes sense. Wait, I need a body shot of him. Okay, this is the best I got. I just did a Google search. No, I think you have a good idea.
It's a big boy. I mean,
He's
kudos.
a big boy. Look
I
at
get
him
it.
here. And
I
then
can't with that picture with her on the couch. Like,
it's the meme. It's the meme. And we
like I
have
said, she's so
the
tight.
guy who left.
The rat guy.
Mr. Rat Ralph. I'm not gonna say his middle name.
Mhm. You know what's crazy though is so poor Duke. I was like, I'm gonna watch this on the TV because we have the YouTube app on my Fire Stick. And so he's like, oh my God, these guys are ridiculous. But we both came to the conclusion the push-up challenge, was it Jay Hefner was not even doing push-ups. He wasn't going all the way
Oh,
down.
he was
He
he
was doing
wasn't
like
doing
the
full.
half.
Like, he wasn't even getting to 135 degrees.
No, I'm like, he's
So
not doing
that was
actual push-ups. Like, come on.
if she didn't like him or Adam didn't like him, I'm quite sure they would have kicked him out.
They would have kicked him out. Oh, for sure. They were so quick to kick, and I'm not sad at it, but they were so quick to kick rat cheese guy out because he literally couldn't do one, which I'm not judging. I can't do one either. So I get it. But they were so quick to kick him out because he didn't have proper form. They made a big stink about Adam. Be like, well, I'm looking for proper form, blah, blah, blah. He didn't have proper form. Jay Hefner did. There is a technique where you do those half push-ups and it like gives you that pump. It's a thing, but that's not a real push-up. Lil D's the only one that did the push-ups properly, and kudos to him. And
You know
Duke
what
and
it
I were
is?
like, get out. This guy should also be kicked out. And the
It's
only reason he stays because she thinks he's pretty, and that's
pretty
it. That's
privilege.
Mhm.
So it's not just for women that get pretty
Mhm.
privilege. It's for men as well.
Yep.
I mean, they are objectifying men in this.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
wow, it's really about pushing up your bank account. I mean, all of them are there to push up their bank account.
Let's take
I
the
don't
wheel.
know if they're that interested in being with Lena, but the exposure you're getting from it, like the last time that first episode, I noticed there was 500,000 views. So imagine that's like advertising for
Oh, yeah.
your
Oh,
stuff.
heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah.
So you're winning
And
either way.
that's why I was like, Crip Mac and Cheese is he's got to be a real part of that gang because there's no way they would let him go on, and not national television, but a YouTube channel that's going to get 1 million views on stuff, possibly more, and not, you know what I mean? So he just creeps me out. I don't like him.
Yeah. Yeah. CJ, would you want to have a chance at Lena the Plug? Now, I don't actually think she's like ugly or anything. I think Lena's actually pretty.
Oh my God, Duke's first words were like, she's not even that pretty. And I was like, are you?
I think she's
really?
pretty. I think she's
I mean,
pretty.
she's definitely done up. He doesn't like the done up though, like the implants and all that stuff. So I guess that makes sense.
Like she's definitely more plastic than human, but I think she's still pretty. I think without her makeup, she probably would look like normal, gorgeous.
Oh, there's Jason Love.
Where is he?
I think that's him right there in that theme. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe. She likes black guys? Is that what it is? Like she's
there it is. I've been like trying to find a politically correct way to say this, but Not all. I don't know her history, but if you look at the photo on the couch and you look at Jason Love, hello.
I mean,
The girl's got a
half
type. It
like
is not her husband.
all the you know
Do you
what
see her
though?
husband?
I
Do you see
actually
these
do
guys?
think this was done for the meme, okay? This was done for the meme of all
Yeah, but
the
look who's left. Look who's left on the show. Come on. Come on. She's got a type. I'm not judging. She has a type. Everybody does. But it's not the man she's married to. And I find that awkward.
Anywho, so yeah, the push-up challenge, we see Ractic Ralph leave the
Bye bye, Ralph.
show. I'm not crying over that.
Nobody was sad about that. Mm-mm.
You know, he really
Except for
gave a
Ralph.
bad
Rat.
impression.
Rat was
Rat, yeah. He gave
he
a
was
bad
sad.
impression. He kept on calling his male juices cheese.
Mm.
It's just not, it's not a good way to call your fluids, you know? When I think cheese, I think curds, I think stringy and goopy, and like that's just not what I want to think about coming out of your body. Like, am I gonna be attracted to that? No. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Nearsighted Cyclops, I apologize. So I call him, yeah, I now refer to online anything that deals with male body fluids as cheese.
As
because
cheese.
there's
Oh
no way.
Lord. Not the cheese. What did the cheese do to you?
Yeah, he's just like, I want to fill you with my cheese to Lena. And I'm like, "Bleh, bleh,
My
bleh."
rat cheese. My rat cheese. And you're like, okay, two things are wrong with that statement. One is
Yes.
rat and the other is cheese. Like, what are
Like,
you
look
doing?
at this. If it's chunky, there's something wrong.
We don't know the details. I didn't ask. Neither did Lena. And kudos to her for that because
I mean, she told him to put his pants on. Everyone was uncomfortable. He was wearing a Borat kind of suit. So his butt was out. I'm sure his junk fell out a few times, and
with the
it's not
rat.
comfortable.
Yeah, it's just not. And no, nobody looks
Mhm.
good in that. Okay. Skinny, fat, doesn't matter. The Borat actor didn't look good in that thing. All right. Just please
No,
put it
but he
away.
did it for the meme of being Borat. You know,
Yeah.
it's
So
comedy.
he so he goes home. And then they're like, "Okay, the next competition," because he couldn't do enough push-ups in a minute. And she was adamant. She was like, "No, if you can't even do it." He's like, "Well, obviously I'm not gonna." And kudos to him though. Kudos to Cheese because he was like, "I'm not gonna be able to do that because I'm not as like look at me compared to these guys. Like, there's no way." You know, he's honest with himself. Kudos. We all hey, I gave him props on that one, and so she sent him home. So then the next thing that they did to eliminate these guys, which I also find kind of I don't know what I was again, I don't know what I was expecting, but she did like a trivia game and they were all sex related questions, like the
No,
Guinness Book of
no,
World
no, no.
Records.
They were supposed to be female anatomy related.
Oh
Now,
yeah, they're
how
supposed to be
many
female. Yeah.
female questions were there?
One.
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 Yep.
There was
And the
one.
rest dealt with the male
Yeah.
penis.
Yeah.
Like,
And like
excuse me.
Guinness Book of World Records information which nobody's going to know. I feel so bad for we talked about this in episode 1 again, you can watch it if you want, but there was a one guy on there called John Legendary and he kind of did look like John Legend, like if John Legend gains a couple pounds. But he was really nice. He showed up in a suit. He brought her a rose. Like he was really nice. I was telling Duke, I was like, I like him the best. Like if I was in her situation, like he's just very nice, and I think I probably would have chosen him. But anyway, he is an engineer and he's very brain smart. But nobody who sits down and reads these Guinness Book of World Records. It was like one of
About
the questions was,
dicks.
yeah, one of the questions was how many what is the longest that a guy has shot his rat
Cheese.
cheese um his cheese in history or whatever, and the answer was like 18 feet or something stupid, and I'm like, who knows this?
What does that have to do
What
with the way
does it
you
have to do
can
with anything?
what does that have to do with the way you can have sex with a woman? Knowing this information. If
Yeah,
anything, this made it sound super gay.
yeah, it was really weird. I'm like, first of all, who's going to know this information off the top of their heads? Secondly, what does that have to do with performance on camera for one, in the bedroom for two, on camera and in the bedroom for three, on camera in the bedroom with a guy and a woman for four? I have several questions. Again, I don't know what I was
Yeah,
expecting for
no,
these
it really should
elimination
have been
rounds,
like,
but
where do you find the G spot? I don't know. Like, Come
What do
on.
you do? What do you do if, I don't know, put him in a situation, here, pop quiz.
Can you hit the
Something
G
weird
spot
happened.
in your butt? I don't know. I actually have
Like,
questions about that. Can you?
yeah, like, who's gonna know this? No. So we lost poor John Legendary, who I liked. I was very sad about that. And we
I
lost
like Nick Strokes too, to be honest.
Nick Strokes. Yeah, he seemed really nice.
He was
So
funny
those 2 went
because
home.
of his simpery of the.
Yeah.
Wow, BB, thank you. G spot's next to the F spot.
Correct. There you go. I just don't
Yeah,
understand.
and
I
they
don't know.
asked like, what was the biggest dick in the Guinness
Hmm.
World Book of Records? Like what?
Who knows that? Not me. I still don't even
Not
know the
me.
answer.
I got
They answered it, but I don't
I
remember the
got it
answer.
wrong. I absolutely got it wrong. I got most
I
questions wrong
just
except for
like,
maybe one.
who knows this stuff? Like, if that was me, I'd be like, okay, what happens if, I don't know, pick a scenario. I don't know. I don't even know what scenarios, but whatever situations can come up when filming a corn, what would you do in this situation? Or how would you handle this? Or what if I said I didn't want to do this and that's your favorite thing to do? Or what? I don't know. What?
Yeah. I think the only good question they had was what was Lena's favorite position?
Yes, now that made sense to me. What's if you want this so badly and you say you've done your research, what is her favorite? That makes sense to me.
Sense. Yes.
For a competition. That one made
I
sense.
think
The
Nick
rest of it,
Strokes
not.
actually got that one too because he's
Yes, because he's like, I watched all your videos, which kudos, buddy.
you do
Kudos.
your thing. I mean, I don't pay for that stuff. I don't watch that stuff, even if it's free. I just, there are better things to do in life, at least for me.
Just
And
tell
if you
me.
partake in that, that's great for you. I couldn't do that much research into this.
Yeah, no, but I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but that the questions like that, I was like, okay, that would make sense because it's a competition for her. But no, it was all these Guinness Book of World Records stats, and I'm like, what does this have to do with anything? I don't know.
I don't
And
know.
that's how the episode ended, literally. And so now it's all these other guys, and I don't even know, something about pool, and 2 of the guys are
Hmm.
gonna get into a fight because why not? And I don't even know anymore. Yeah. So
Jonathan asks, do you think these questions would be about compatibility sexually rather than general knowledge? Absolutely. And that's the thing. It's
exactly.
like, I think that when you're coming at the show, and we've seen it with The Bachelor, it's about finding the algorithm to attract watchers.
Mhm.
And I think,
Mhm.
honestly, Crip Mac should have left a long time ago.
Yeah.
Lena was turned off by him, but the fact that he probably has some of the biggest notoriety in the show is why he's there still.
Yeah.
And that's it. And I mean, someone in the comments put like Churdley is actually has a big YouTube channel. He was definitely doing a bit. And
Was
I mean,
he?
mhm,
Yeah, I knew it. I was like, there's
allegedly.
no way.
Like he can't
I
actually be
like
like that.
him.
I loved him. He was so funny. My favorite part is like, can you show me your stroke? And he goes, front stroke.
I
It's
liked
so
Shirley
adorable.
a lot. He was nice. And I think too, like I when we talked about this for the last episode, I think that he definitely there's no way. Like he was playing that whole virgin bit. There's
Hmm.
no way. And she just didn't let it play out. And that's fine. But I would have kept him. I would have immediately sent Rat Cheese and Crip Mac right back down the stairs. Like goodbye.
Yeah. I mean,
Get
he was so freaking creepy with grabbing of the booty right away. Like you just met the girl, and I mean, not to get into like hashtag me too type of movement, but at the same time, you can't go grabbing a girl's butt out of nowhere. She didn't
out.
flirt with you. Like she really did not flirt with him at all.
No, I don't know why he's still there. And then, okay, so this episode, 2 things stood out to me. One, again, Crip Mac, please don't come for us. Okay, I'm sorry. But Crip Mac and the interviews, it was all bleeped out. He's like, I want to bleep this and do this and bleep this and blah 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 blah. Blah. Like everything he
Oh,
said
his
was
favorite line
bleeped
is,
out.
"I want to
Oh my god.
blow your coochie and a hole."
Yes, and then I don't know, this episode, it was all bleepy bleep 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 bleep, and it was awful. And then another thing that stuck out to me that I found a kind of a red flag as far as in
Kind of.
general, but the situation in general. So Thugger, the pretty one that she liked,
Mhm.
his interview, I don't know if you caught this, but his interview, I can't remember what was going on, but he was like, "Oh, I'm selfish in the bedroom. Once I finish, I'm done."
Oh, yes,
Right?
yes,
And
I
then the
commented.
question about the Guinness Book of World Records for women's, like, orgasms, after that question, it cuts to his interview after that, and he's like, "Well, don't worry, Lena, I can give you 135 plus in an hour. I'm trying to beat that record." And both Duke and I were like, "You just said that you were selfish in the bedroom and you don't care if she finishes or not. So which is it? Because you can't play both sides, buddy. Like, you are just contradicting the hypocrisy,
I
sir.
think you know
Settle down."
what? There are guys who want to
Mm, mm,
show
mm, mm,
off
mm.
as if they can do it, but I think that I choose to believe that latter statement that he actually is selfish in bed,
Oh, yeah,
you
no.
know?
His true self came out in that first part of the interview, and then he tried to backpedal, or he got caught up in the moment maybe, which is possible because everybody was talking
Maybe
about,
it's
"Oh
a
my god, that's
joke.
so
And
much."
guys do
Yeah.
that too, like, "Oh my
I
god."
was just like, "Dude, you can't that's" I don't
Yes.
know. He rubs me
Yeah,
the
you
wrong
can't do
way.
that.
So that's episode 2 of Lena the Plug. Episode 3, I think, is out or comes out
It's out
relatively
already.
soon. Oh, did
We
they drop?
will review it probably next week after I'm back from LA.
Yes.
It
Hopefully, I still have brain cells left.
honestly, like we look at Bachelor and it seems pretty bad, but this is way worse, I think. Ah,
This is This is way, way worse. I'm
again,
going to go ahead and just watch The Bachelor for the rest of my life and not feel bad about it ever again. Ever again. I want nobody to
especially
pick
after
on me
all
for
that.
it.
Like it's not
Jeez
that
Louise.
bad.
So yeah, so we'll review episode 3
Mm.
once she gets back from LA. And who knows how many episodes there will be. I imagine at least 10, because there were 10 guys, but that's just a guess. I don't know.
I mean, they kicked off 3 on this episode. So I
That's fair.
know in the beginning the finale and who ends up being the guy is on their podcast. So
See,
if you guys
spoilers.
want
That's
us
what I
to
was
do
saying.
this, because I don't want to sign up for their podcast.
Heck no. Mm-mm.
If you guys really want,
It'll be on Twitter. We'll find it that way. Please. So somebody on Twitter is
no,
gonna
we
leak
want to
it.
watch the episode and review it.
Oh, well, there's that. That I can't help you with.
If you want us to do
Okay.
it, let us know in the
Let us
comments
know.
below.
And then let us know in the comments below. And that concludes our Lena the Plug discussion. I can't do it anymore. I'm done.
You're like, I need to get out
And
of this
stay
discussion and
like,
just be well
comment,
then.
subscribe, because I'm gonna edit this into a video later. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you like our content. Even if you don't like our content, we'll take a pity like. Help
We'll
us.
take a pity like. Yeah. I'm not above a pity like.
Especially in this situation. Help us. Lena, I hope you find your man. Kudos,
Oh my
lady.
gosh. Yes, yes. So